I can't believe I failed that exam. I feel so stupid.
You are not stupid at all. It was one exam, not your entire life. Now you know what it's like, and next time you'll be more prepared. Failing once doesn't cancel all the times you tried your best.
I failed my driving test again. Maybe I'm just not meant to drive.
Hey, lots of people need more than one try. It doesn't mean you'll never pass. You already know what to expect now, and that's a big advantage. We can practice together before your next test if you want.
They emailed me. I didn't get the job.
I'm really sorry. I know how much you wanted it. It doesn't mean you're not good enough, it just means they weren't the right match. The right position will come, and this one helped you practice interviews.
My presentation was terrible. I forgot half of what I wanted to say.
I know it didn't go how you imagined, but you still showed up and did it. That takes a lot of courage. Next time you'll feel less nervous because you've already survived the worst case.
I failed my English test. I feel embarrassed.
Please don't be embarrassed. Learning a language always has ups and downs. The important thing is you're still learning and improving. We can study together for the next test and turn this into a win.
My business idea got rejected again. Maybe I should stop trying.
Rejection is part of building something new. Every no is just feedback, not a final judgment on you. You can adjust your idea or try another path, you're allowed to grow.
I broke my diet today. I feel like I'll never be healthy.
One bad day doesn't erase all your efforts. You're human, not a machine. You can start again tomorrow, and you're still moving in the right direction.
I didn't get into the program I applied for.
That hurts, I know. I'm really sorry. But it doesn't mean you're not capable, sometimes places are just limited. Let's look at other programs or options together, you still have choices.
I promised myself I'd wake up early every day, and I already failed.
You're being very hard on yourself for something small. Changing habits takes time and a lot of practice. You can start again tomorrow, you're still trying, and that's what matters.
I missed my project deadline. I feel like I let everyone down.
I know it's painful, but one missed deadline doesn't define you. You've done so many things on time before. Apologize, fix what you can, and use this to plan better next time.
My relationship failed. I feel like I'm not good at love.
A breakup doesn't mean you failed as a person. It just means that relationship wasn't the right fit anymore. You learned a lot about yourself, and that will help you next time.
I tried to save money this month, but I ended up spending too much again.
Money habits are hard to change. You're not a failure because of 1 month. Let's look at what happened and make a smaller, more realistic plan.
I missed the last shot and we lost the game. It's all my fault.
It's not all on you, it's a team sport. Everyone has good days and bad days. Your team needs you to learn from it, not punish yourself forever.
The dinner I made was a disaster. I feel like I can't cook at all.
Every good cook has burned something at least once. This is part of learning, not a reason to stop. We can laugh about it and try a different recipe together next time.
It's only January and I already failed my New Year's resolution.
Resolutions are just goals, not punishments. You can adjust them, restart, or make them smaller. You're still allowed to grow even if it's not perfect.
My friend doesn't talk to me anymore. I feel like I failed as a friend.
Friendships can be complicated. It doesn't mean you're a bad person, sometimes people just grow apart. If you feel you made a mistake, you can try to apologize, and then be kind to yourself.
I couldn't finish my workout. I had to stop halfway.
Your body was telling you its limit today. That doesn't mean failure. You still showed up and did more than nothing. Next time you'll be a little stronger, step by step.
I studied so much and still failed. That hurts the most.
I'm really sorry, that's a heavy feeling. But the effort you put in didn't disappear. You learned something about the process. Maybe we can look at different study methods for next time.
I didn't get the promotion. I feel like my work isn't valued.
I know that's disappointing. Promotions depend on many things, not just your worth. You still have strong skills and a good future, even if this one didn't happen.
My interview was awful. I stumbled on the questions.
Interviews are stressful, and you're allowed to be nervous. Now you know which questions to prepare better for next time. This was practice, not the end of your chances.
I made a big study plan and then ignored it. I feel useless.
You're not useless, you just tried too much at once. Sometimes we need smaller steps, not huge plans. We can make a simple, realistic plan together.
Nobody liked the design I made. I feel like a fake artist.
Art is subjective. One group's opinion isn't the final truth. You're still creative, and you're still learning your style. Take what's useful from their feedback and let the rest go.
I froze on stage. I think I'll never speak in public again.
Freezing happens to so many people. You were still brave enough to go up there. If you keep practicing with small groups, your confidence will grow.
I did almost nothing today. I feel like I wasted the day.
Rest days are not a waste, your body and mind need them. Productivity is not your only value. Tomorrow is a new day, and you can start again without guilt.
I lost my patience with my kid today. I feel like a bad parent.
You're human, and parenting is incredibly hard. One bad moment doesn't erase all the love and care you give. You can apologize, reconnect, and keep trying. Good parents do that.
The doctor said my numbers are still bad. I feel like nothing I do works.
I'm sorry, that's discouraging to hear. But you're not failing just because progress is slow. You're still trying, and that effort matters a lot.
I tried to quit, but I slipped back into my old habit again.
Slips are a normal part of changing habits. It doesn't mean you can't change, it just means it's hard. Keep going, and be gentle with yourself in the process.
I feel like I failed with my partner's parents. I was so awkward.
Meeting new family is always awkward at first. They'll get to know the real you over time. One dinner doesn't decide the whole relationship.
I planned so many tasks today and finished almost nothing.
You're not alone, that happens to many of us. It doesn't mean you're lazy or failing. Maybe we can prioritize just 3 important tasks for tomorrow.
I failed my art class. Maybe I'm just not talented.
Talent is only a small part, practice is the bigger part. Failing the class doesn't erase your creativity. If art makes you happy, you have every right to keep doing it.
I tried to comfort my friend and said the wrong thing. I feel terrible.
Your heart was in the right place. You're allowed to make mistakes while caring for people. You can always say, "I'm sorry, I didn't say that well, but I care about you."
I made a weekly schedule, but by Wednesday I completely ignored it.
Schedules are tools, not rules to punish you. Sometimes they just need to be simpler. You can adjust it, not abandon yourself.
I went to a networking event and barely spoke to anyone. I feel like a failure.
Just going there was a big step already. Social things are hard, especially with strangers. Next time, you can set a small goal, like talking to just one new person.
I cried at work today. I feel so unprofessional.
Emotions are human, even at work. One emotional moment doesn't erase all your professionalism. Be kind to yourself, it was a hard day.
Our group project went badly, and I feel like it was my fault.
Group work has many moving parts, it's rarely just one person. You did what you could with what you had. Take the lessons, but don't carry all the blame.
My house is a mess. I feel like I'm failing at basic life.
Life is busy, a messy house doesn't mean you're failing. You're juggling a lot of things at once. We can start with one small corner and tidy it together.
I worked so hard, but I didn't win the competition.
I know that hurts, especially after all the effort. But your growth during preparation is still real. Winning is nice, but it's not the only proof of your value.
I've been trying to make new friends, but it's not working. I feel like I'm the problem.
Making friends as an adult is really hard, it's not just you. It takes time, chance, and the right people. The fact that you're trying already shows you're open and brave.
I tried guitar, but I'm so bad. I feel like I should just quit.
Everyone is bad at the beginning of something new. You're allowed to be a beginner. If you still enjoy it a little, keep going slowly, no pressure to be perfect.
I feel like I'm constantly failing other people's expectations.
Other people's expectations are not always realistic. You're allowed to have your own pace and your own path. You're not here just to please everyone else.
I made a bad decision about my kids' school. I feel like I ruined everything.
One decision doesn't ruin everything. You made the best choice you could with the information you had. You can always adjust and support your child going forward.
I lost my temper and yelled. I feel ashamed.
It's good that you see what happened and care about it. That shows your heart is in the right place. You can apologize and work on better strategies for next time.
I messed up a big task at work. I feel like they'll never trust me again.
Everyone messes up sometimes, even the best employees. How you handle it now matters more than the mistake itself. Own it, fix what you can, and show you're learning from it.
My friend needed me and I couldn't be there. I feel like I failed them.
You're one person, you can't always be everywhere. You still care, and that matters. You can talk to them honestly and show them your support now.
I said I'd take a break from social media, but I already went back.
That's okay, it's a strong habit. You're not a failure for checking your phone. Maybe start with shorter limits instead of all or nothing.
Everyone else understands this, and I still don't. I feel dumb.
People learn at different speeds. You're not dumb, you might just need a different explanation. We can go through it step by step together.
My family expected more from me. I feel like I disappointed them.
Their expectations are not the full story of your life. You're allowed to define success in your own way. You're still valuable, even if your path looks different.
My therapist gave me exercises, and I didn't do them. I feel like I failed therapy.
Therapy is hard work, it's normal to struggle with homework. You can tell your therapist honestly, they're there to help, not judge. You're still on the path of healing, even if it's messy.
I failed the same exam twice. I feel like I'll never pass it.
That's really tough, I'm sorry. But you're still allowed to try again, with new strategies. Failing twice doesn't mean forever, it just means it's a bigger challenge.
Everyone says I'm strong, but I feel like I failed because I'm tired and crying.
Being strong doesn't mean never crying. Strength is also asking for help and admitting you're tired. You're still strong, just human too.
I keep trying to organize the house, and it always ends up messy again.
That doesn't mean you're failing, it just means your life is busy. Organization is a process, not a one-time success. Even small improvements count, and you can celebrate those.
I wanted to become a morning person, but I keep hitting snooze.
Changing your sleep routine is really hard. You're not failing, your body just needs time to adjust. Maybe try waking up 15 minutes earlier instead of 1 hour all at once.
I made a budget, but I couldn't follow it. I feel irresponsible.
Budgets are tools, not tests you either pass or fail. Now you know which parts were too strict or unrealistic. You can adjust and try again with more flexible numbers.
I tried a new fitness class and I couldn't keep up with everyone.
Everyone in that class had a first time too. You showed up and moved your body, that's already a success. If you go a few more times, it will feel less scary and more familiar.
My family needed me to be strong, and I cried in front of them.
That's still a kind of strength, showing your real feelings. You don't have to hide your emotions to support them. You're human, and your heart is allowed to be soft.
Everyone at work seems so fast and smart. I feel like I'm always behind.
You don't see their private struggles, only their results. You bring your own strengths, even if your pace is different. You're allowed to ask questions and grow into the role.
I failed my certification exam. I'm embarrassed to tell anyone.
Many professionals fail their first try, you're not alone. It doesn't cancel your knowledge or your effort. When you're ready, you can try again with a better strategy.
I'm tired of trying to stay positive. I feel like I'm failing at being optimistic.
You don't have to be positive all the time. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated, it's part of being human. You're not failing, you're feeling. There's a big difference.
I accidentally mentioned something I shouldn't have. I feel like a terrible friend.
You made a mistake, and you clearly feel bad about it. That shows you care. You can apologize honestly and do better next time.
I couldn't even complete a simple task today. I feel useless.
Your worth is not measured by one task. Some days our brain is tired and small things feel huge. You can rest and try again later, it's okay.
I was going to follow a perfect bedtime routine, and we ended up watching cartoons.
Perfect routines only exist on Instagram, not in real life. Your child is loved, and that matters more than a schedule. You can try again tomorrow and adjust without guilt.
I start books and courses and never finish them. I feel like a quitter.
It might just mean your interests changed or the material wasn't right for you. Trying things is not a failure, it's exploration. You're still allowed to be curious and move on when something doesn't fit.
I got angry in traffic again and yelled in the car. I feel ridiculous.
Many people lose their patience on the road. The fact that you notice and care is already a step towards change. You can practice breathing or music next time to help calm you down.
I said yes again when I really wanted to say no.
Setting boundaries is a skill, it takes time to learn. You're not weak, you're just used to pleasing others. Next time, you can practice a small no, and it will slowly feel easier.
I was so awkward on my date. I feel like I failed at dating.
First dates are awkward for almost everyone. You were brave enough to show up and be yourself. The right person will appreciate you, even with awkward moments.
I wanted to stay in touch with my friends, but I let the messages pile up.
That happens to so many people. You don't have to disappear out of shame. You can still send a message and say, "Sorry, life got busy, but I was thinking of you."
I loved my hobby, but I dropped it. Now I feel like I failed myself.
Life has seasons, sometimes there's time, sometimes there isn't. You can always return to it later if it still makes you happy. Your passion isn't gone, just resting.
My parents wanted a different life for me. I feel like I failed them.
It's not your job to live their dream. You're allowed to build your own version of happiness. You haven't failed, you've simply chosen your own path.
I lost my temper with my partner. I feel like I ruined everything.
One argument doesn't ruin a relationship. It can even become a moment of growth if you talk about it honestly. You can apologize, listen, and learn new ways to communicate.
I promised I would come, but I canceled at the last minute. I feel awful.
Sometimes our energy or mental health just won't cooperate. You can be honest about that. A real friend will understand and give you grace.
Everyone else understands this new software, and I'm still lost.
Technology changes quickly, it's normal to feel behind. It doesn't mean you're stupid. With a bit of practice and patience, you'll get comfortable too.
I started a side project and then let it die. I feel like a failure.
Not every project is meant to last forever. It still taught you skills and showed you what you like or don't like. That experience is valuable, even if the project ended.
My inbox is full and I haven't answered people. I feel irresponsible.
Modern life is overwhelming, messages never stop. You can reply slowly and honestly instead of disappearing from guilt. You're not a failure, you're just human with limited time.
I joined a 30-day fitness challenge and quit on day 5.
Challenges are designed to be hard, they're not a measure of your worth. You still moved your body for 5 days, that counts. You can create your own gentle version instead of someone else's extreme one.
I've been practicing piano for months and I still make so many mistakes.
Mistakes are literally part of learning music. Even professionals practice slowly and mess up. You're improving more than you notice, step by step.
My friends said I wasn't there for them properly. I feel like I failed them.
It's painful to hear that, but it's also a chance to learn. You care enough to listen and grow. That doesn't make you a bad person, just a human learning connection.
My desk and files are a mess. I feel like an unprofessional disaster.
Many successful people are messy behind the scenes. You can improve your system little by little without calling yourself a failure. You're still doing your job, even if your desk isn't Instagram ready.
Everyone else graduated on time, and I didn't. I feel behind.
There is no perfect timeline for life. What matters is that you kept going, not how fast. Your diploma won't show how many years it took, just that you did it.
I tried to explain how I feel and it came out wrong.
That happens to all of us. Feelings are messy and hard to translate into words. You can try again and say, I didn't explain well earlier, can I try one more time?
I keep saying I'll take care of myself, and then I don't.
Self-care isn't easy, it's a skill like any other. You're not failing, you're learning how to put yourself on the list. Start with one tiny act of kindness to yourself today.
I joined the gym and I still don't look like I expected.
Bodies change slowly, and everyone is different. The fact that you're moving your body is already a success. Your value is not measured in mirror results.
I thought I was over it, but I still feel sad. I feel like I failed at moving on.
Healing is not a straight line. Feelings can come back in waves, and that's completely normal. It doesn't erase your progress, it just means you're still human.
I barely talked to anyone at the party. I feel like I failed at being social.
Parties can be overwhelming, especially when you don't know many people. Just showing up took courage. You can be proud of that, even if you mostly stayed quiet.
I signed up for an online course and didn't complete it.
Online courses are hard when life is busy. You still learned something from the parts you watched. You can always return later or try a shorter class.
I snapped at my kids today. I feel like the worst mom.
You're not the worst, you're a tired human doing her best. Kids also learn that adults have limits and can apologize. You can say sorry, hug them, and model how to repair relationships.
I ate junk food all weekend. I feel like I ruined everything.
One weekend won't ruin your whole health journey. Food is not a moral test, you're not bad for eating it. You can just go back to your usual habits tomorrow without punishing yourself.
I've had several breakups. I feel like I'm just bad at relationships.
Multiple relationships mean you were brave enough to try again. Each one taught you more about what you want and need. You're not broken, you're still learning how to love and be loved.
I told myself I'd finish this project by today, and I didn't.
Self-set deadlines are flexible, you created them, so you can move them. You're still working on it, and that's what matters. Progress is more important than a perfect finish date.
Every time there's a sale, I overspend. I feel like I have no self-control.
Sales are designed to tempt you, it's not just about your willpower. You can learn from it and set small rules for next time, like a set budget. You're not a failure, you're learning how to handle clever marketing.
I can't help my family financially the way I want. I feel like I'm failing them.
Your love and support are not only about money. You show up in many other ways that matter. You're allowed to take care of your own stability too.
My DIY project looks nothing like the picture. It's a total fail.
Most DIY things look different in real life, that's normal. It's still something you made with your own hands. And honestly, the funny fail stories are sometimes the best memories.
My anxiety got really bad again. I feel like I failed at staying calm.
Anxiety is not something you can force away with willpower. The fact that you keep trying and seeking tools is strong, not weak. You deserve kindness from yourself while you navigate this.
I had to stop and didn't finish the race. I'm so disappointed.
The fact that you trained and even started the race is already incredible. Your body told you its limit that day, and you listened. You can treat this as a chapter in your story, not the final page.
I wanted to journal every day, but I stopped after a week.
Daily habits are hard to build. You don't have to do it every single day for it to be valuable. You can write when you can and let it be gentle, not strict.
People keep telling me to be strong, but I cry almost every day.
Crying while grieving is normal, not a failure. Strength can also mean allowing yourself to feel the pain. There's no right way to mourn, you're doing your best in a hard situation.
I promised something important and broke that promise. I feel awful.
It's good that you take your promises seriously. You can apologize sincerely and try to repair the trust. One broken promise doesn't erase all the times you were reliable.
I've been here for years and still struggle with language and culture. I feel like I failed.
Moving to a new country is one of the hardest things a person can do. You've already shown huge courage by starting over. Progress is slower than we want, but it's still progress.
People gave me good advice and I didn't follow it. Now things are worse.
It's easy to see clearly in hindsight, it's harder in the moment. You don't need to beat yourself up, you can learn and adjust. You still deserve support, even if you made a different choice.
I sent a message when I was angry, and now I regret it.
We've all pressed send too quickly at some point. You can follow up with a calmer message and own your feelings. This doesn't define your whole character.
By this age, I thought I'd be somewhere else in life. I feel like I failed.
Life rarely follows the timeline we imagine when we're younger. You've done many things you didn't even plan and survived things you never expected. Your story isn't over, it's just different from the one you pictured.
I got into an argument online and said things I shouldn't have.
Online spaces are easy places to lose our cool. You can step back, delete, or apologize if you want to. What matters is what you choose to do from now on.
Working from home, I get distracted all the time. I feel like I'm failing my job.
Working from home is a big adjustment. It doesn't mean you're bad at your job, it means you need new routines. You can experiment with small changes like timers or a different workspace.
My friend got promoted and I felt jealous instead of happy. I feel like a bad person.
Jealousy is a human emotion, not a crime. You can still be happy for them while feeling sad for yourself. The important thing is what you do, show support and also process your feelings.
I tried to eat clean all week and ended up snacking late at night.
Nobody eats perfectly all the time. Food is also comfort, culture, and joy, not just fuel. You can aim for balance instead of perfection.
We keep arguing. I feel like I'm failing at this relationship.
Conflict doesn't automatically mean failure, it can be a sign you both care. What matters is how you handle it and whether you listen. You can learn better patterns together if both sides are willing.
My first week at work was chaotic. I made mistakes and felt lost.
The first week is always like that, nobody is perfect right away. Your colleagues also needed time when they started. In a few months, you'll look back and see how far you came.
I keep stopping and starting my English practice. I feel like I'll never be fluent.
Consistency is hard, especially with a busy life. Even if you stop and start, you're still learning more than if you did nothing. You don't need perfection, you just need to keep coming back.
My family expected marriage and kids by now. I feel like I failed them.
Their timeline doesn't have to be your timeline. You're allowed to choose what fits your life and your heart. You haven't failed, you've made different choices.
My small business closed. I feel like a complete failure.
Many successful entrepreneurs had failed businesses before things worked out. You tried something brave that many people only dream about. You gained experience and courage that you can use in the future.
I waited too long to ask for help and now the situation is worse.
It's very common to try to handle things alone. You're not the only one who struggles to reach out. The good thing is, you're asking now, and that's a strong step.
I told myself I'd rest this weekend, but I kept working.
It's hard to switch off when you're used to being busy. You're not a failure for falling back into your habits. You can still choose rest tonight, even if the weekend didn't go as planned.
My email inbox is a disaster. I can't keep up, and I feel like I'm failing at being organized.
Many people struggle with digital clutter. You're not alone. You can start with deleting or filing just a few emails at a time. Progress, not perfection, is the goal here.
I spoke sharply to my parents. I feel guilty.
Family can bring out strong emotions, it happens. You can apologize and explain that you were stressed. One tense conversation doesn't erase your love.
I feel like I made a terrible first impression at that event.
People usually remember how they felt more than every detail you said. You might be judging yourself much harder than they are. You'll have other chances to show who you really are.
I tried to be minimalist, but I still have so many things.
Minimalism isn't a competition, it's about what feels right to you. You don't have to live with almost nothing to be intentional. You can slowly let go of what you don't need, at your own pace.
Stress hit me and I completely shut down. I feel weak.
Stress affects everyone differently. Shutting down is a protective reaction. It doesn't mean you're weak, it means your body and mind are overwhelmed. You can learn new tools and get support, you don't have to do it alone.
I keep making small mistakes at work. I feel like a bad employee.
Nobody is perfect at their job, even if they look that way. What matters is that you care and you're willing to improve. Mistakes can be teachers, not proof that you're bad.
I ignore my feelings until they explode. I feel like I'm failing myself.
Many of us were never taught how to handle emotions. You're not failing, you're noticing a pattern, and that's the first step. You can learn to pause and listen to yourself a little earlier each time.
I can't balance studying, working, and family. I feel like I'm failing at everything.
You're trying to do the jobs of 3 people at once. Of course it feels like too much, because it is. You deserve help, lighter expectations, and a lot of compassion.
I tried to have a serious talk with my friend, and it went badly.
Serious conversations are hard, even for very mature people. You were brave to try instead of staying silent. You can follow up later when things are calmer and try again.
I lost my patience with customer service and now I feel bad.
Long waits and problems can push anyone's buttons. You can apologize if you want and explain you were frustrated. One outburst doesn't define your whole character.
I wanted to sound confident, but I felt shaky and unsure.
Confidence grows with practice, it's not a switch you turn on. Even if you were nervous, you still showed up and tried. That experience will help you be a bit more confident next time.
The doctor told me to follow certain rules, and I didn't do it exactly. I feel guilty.
Changing habits is hard, especially when it's about health. Instead of guilt, you can focus on what you can start doing now. You're still allowed to improve, even if you didn't start perfectly.
I feel like I'm always the serious one and not the fun friend.
Friend groups need different energies, not just fun. Your listening, reliability, and honesty are also special. You haven't failed, you just bring a different kind of value.
I kept checking my phone at dinner. I feel like I failed at being present.
Phones are designed to grab our attention, it's not just your willpower. You noticed it, and that awareness is the first step. Next time, you can try leaving your phone in your bag or on silent.
I keep thinking about old mistakes. I feel like I'll never move on.
The brain likes to replay painful memories, it's trying to protect you. It doesn't mean you're failing at healing. With time and maybe support, those memories will hurt less.
I cried in the bathroom at work today. I feel unprofessional.
You had a human moment in a stressful environment. That doesn't cancel your skills or achievements. You can take it as a sign that you need more support, not as proof you're weak.
I tried so hard to impress them, and it still wasn't enough.
Some people are hard to impress no matter what you do. That doesn't mean you're not good, it might just mean their standards or style are different. Your worth is bigger than one person's opinion.
I missed someone's birthday and I feel like a terrible friend.
Life gets busy and dates slip sometimes. You can still send a late message and explain. Most people will understand and appreciate your honesty.
I got irritated with my in-laws and now I feel bad.
In-law relationships can be very stressful. You're allowed to have limits and emotions. You can repair with kindness and clearer boundaries in the future.
I made the same mistake again. I feel like I never learn.
Sometimes lessons need to repeat before they really sink in. It doesn't mean you'll never learn, it means you're still in the process. Be patient with yourself while you grow.
We tried to talk about money and it turned into an argument. I feel like I failed.
Money talks are emotional for almost everyone. The fact that you're even trying to discuss it is a big step. You can try again with a calmer plan and maybe a written outline.
I pushed myself too far and now I'm exhausted. I feel like I should have known better.
It's hard to see the warning signs when you're inside the situation. You're not a failure, you just reached your limit. Now you know your body's signals more clearly for next time.
People say be grateful, but sometimes I just feel sad and ungrateful.
You can be grateful and sad at the same time. Not feeling grateful 24/7 doesn't mean you're failing at life. You're allowed to have complex emotions.
I wanted to pray or meditate regularly, and I keep forgetting.
Spiritual habits are like any other habit, they take time. You're not less spiritual because you miss days. Your intention still matters, and you can start again whenever you want.
I keep worrying about what people think of me. I feel like I failed at being confident.
Almost everyone cares what others think, even confident people. Confidence is not about never caring, it's about living your life anyway. You're already braver than you give yourself credit for.
Someone helped me a lot, and I never properly thanked them. I feel bad.
It's not too late to express your gratitude. A message or call now can still mean a lot. You're not a bad person, you just missed a moment, and you can create a new one.
I wanted to stand up for myself, but I stayed quiet again.
Protecting yourself in the moment can feel scary. You're not weak, you're just still learning how to use your voice. Next time, you might say one small sentence, and that's progress.
I've lost touch with most of my extended family. I feel like I failed them.
Family networks are big and complicated. It's okay if your circle is smaller right now. You can reconnect to a few people if you want, but you're not required to serve everyone.
My 5-year plan didn't work out at all. I feel like everything failed.
Plans are guesses about the future, not guarantees. The world changed, you changed, and that's okay. You can create a new plan based on who you are now, not who you were then.
I swore I'd be different from my parents, and sometimes I act just like them.
Those patterns are deep, it's normal they come out sometimes. You're already doing better by noticing and questioning them. Change is slow, but it's still happening.
I know I shouldn't compare myself to others, but I still do. I feel like I failed.
Comparison is a natural instinct, you're not alone. The goal is not zero comparison, just less and more awareness. You can gently bring your focus back to your own path each time.
I tried to keep the peace in my family, and instead there was a big fight.
You're not responsible for everyone else's reactions. You did your best with what you knew. You can only control your own behavior, not the entire family dynamic.
People say learn from the breakup, but all I feel is pain. I feel like I'm failing.
Lessons often come later, after the pain softens a bit. Right now, your main job is just to heal. Understanding will come with time, you don't need to rush it.
I received some criticism and got defensive. Now I feel immature.
Nobody enjoys hearing criticism, it's normal to react. You're already reflecting on it, which is mature. You can revisit their words later when the emotions are calmer.
I wanted to apply to jobs every day, but I keep skipping days.
Job searching is exhausting emotionally. You're not lazy, you're dealing with a lot of rejection stress. Even a few applications a week is still moving forward.
I still struggle with basic adult things like bills and appointments. I feel like a failure at adulting.
Most adults are figuring it out as they go, they just don't post about their chaos. You're learning systems that nobody really taught you. Each small step, paying a bill, making a call, is proof you're doing better than you think.
I gave too much of my time and energy again. Now I feel drained and foolish.
It's not foolish to care, it just means you have a big heart. You're learning where your limits are. Next time, you can say, I'd love to help, but I can't do that much, and protect yourself more.
I have this perfect version of myself in my head, and I keep failing to be her.
That perfect version is a fantasy, not a fair expectation. You're real, and real people are messy and beautiful at the same time. You deserve love as you are today, not only when you're perfect.
I just feel like I'm failing at everything lately.
I hear you, that's a heavy feeling to carry. But one hard chapter doesn't mean the whole book is bad. You're still growing, still learning, and you deserve compassion while you figure things out.